Hey, we are live on Israeli News Live. Something that has not happened in a while, so I am sure many people right now are shocked saying, what, wait a minute, what? Israeli News Live is actually live again? It can't be so. Even the moderators are probably falling out of their chair right about now saying, oh my gosh, Steve's not been live in what, a month? 2 months? Who knows how long? All right, anyway. Give you guys a few minutes for everybody to get in. So let me just real quick let you know some things that are going on. I apologize, was unable to get a broadcast put together yesterday. So hello to everybody. God bless everybody for being here. And bad news is that the bill, COVID bill 6666. I think they intentionally give it that number. What do you think, right? Contact tracing has passed. You got it right. They're going to be able to come to your home, test you, remove you if necessary, and the government is funding for some who knows who group to come around, test everybody, and see whether or not you're positive or negative on COVID 19. All the false positives they got going on, all the tests that are unreliable, but yet they're still going to test you and still going to separate families and who knows what all else. But anyway, just want to kind of let you guys know that we will tomorrow night try to go more into details about things that are going on, kind of get people up to speed on these things. But I figured what I would do real quick, because I know it's already really late, is I've gotten a lot of emails from people asking me, Steve, oh my gosh, what happened to you? And I did vaguely mention this not long after this situation that I went through that actually happened. I mentioned a little bit, but I never went into any details about things. I was targeted. Whether or not you want to say it's the deep state or whoever it was that actually targeted me, but they did want to silence me and put an end to my life. And I have not actually spoke about it myself, but I did get a confirmation from one of the inside sources I have that actually tried to warn me that it was going to happen. And I did not read between the lines very well. And of course, later that evening, after I'd gotten a warning there, my heart nearly was stopped by whatever it is that these guys do. I hear people talk about high frequencies, things like that. I know that another individual, and I don't know if I'm at liberty to speak about the other individual, but a very high profile individual that also has revealed a lot of what the government is up to, was also targeted recently. And we did speak privately, and of course, realizing that we went through the exact same things, is, you know, some people label it like a tachycardia. I do know what tachycardia is. It's similar, but not quite the same. Your heart goes into a very erratic arrhythmia that can be done with very high frequencies. And from what I understand, it can be done through the internet, through your cell phone, but they pretty much have the ability to just take you out. And yes, whoever made that statement of who it was, you are correct. So I guess that's already been made public as far as that. And if it has, that's fine. But they asked me a question, though, that was kind of, I actually answered it incorrectly. They asked me, did my clock stop? Did I notice anything like that when the event took place? And no, I thought, but I didn't think about it till after the fact, but my watch actually stopped, and it actually stopped at the very time that the event took place. But I never equated the two of them together. But at any rate, you know, I have known what heart issues are like. So, but I can tell you that I never experienced anything like this in my life. Um, you know, I knew that if I didn't do something quick or find out where the source of the attack was coming from, I wasn't going to be here much longer. But I was able to figure out, because the one thing that did come to my mind is that if I'm being targeted, because I realized that from the way my heart was going, the way the erraticness of it was, super fast, stopping nearly, then again back and forth, that that it was more than likely some type of high energy frequency. So my thought was, and of course I was visiting my house in Orlando, I'd not been there for a little bit, that knowing that there is 5G in we have these smart homes here where I live at, unfortunately, and so I immediately disposed of the phone. But once I was able to pull the plug on all the internet, everything stopped. Everything stopped that I was going through, etc. So I knew that, okay, this was certainly something that seemed to be very real. But knowing that I had been warned, and then waiting to see if I could get a confirmation if that was really so, um, but there was somebody on the inside that knew that I was about to be targeted, and they tried to let me know so I would take precautions. Unfortunately, I did not heed that warning very well, but it was the case. Let me also kind of bring you up to speed on something, because we did a little catching up as well when I had this time. And but I do want you to be aware, because there's so many people that are really hoping that Trump gets back in. But it's looking like that the people in power already know who's going to be in power next. I can't say with 100% certainty, but it looks like that Hillary will be the running mate for Joe Biden. I do know that Obama and Hillary have been advising President Trump, believe it or not, and he's actually going by some of their advice. That was a shock for me to hear that, but then again, it just kind of made me realize, well, put her in jail? Nope, that's not happening. And what is Obama doing, getting heavily involved in issues of national security in the White House? Makes everybody go, doesn't it? But yes, he's very much actively behind the scene, very much in what's going on. Also, another thing that I was made aware of is that Christian broadcasts, such as what we do here on Israeli News Live, will very soon be totally shut down on YouTube. YouTube is going to remove every single faith-based ministry on YouTube. So if you have wondered whether or not we're really being targeted, yes, we are. Yes, we are. Obama and Hillary both are behind that. And Trump, although maybe he's tried to do a little good here and there, but the issue is nobody really knows what side he's really on. So that's something we need to think about. But at any rate, we're going to do everything we can to keep bringing the truth. I am going to be speaking, because I know that there's two reasons why I'm being targeted. One, because of the things that we're sharing with you. And of course, also another big issue is because of exposing the Nephilim. That is something that has really upset them a lot, is that I expose what they're doing and who they really are. Just like the other day when I did the video there, where I mentioned Paul in that video, that was another insight that I'd seen on that. Well, I'm about to do another broadcast very deep on who they really are. And I encourage you, when I do, to copy, find a way, if you have OBS, whatever, copy that video, put it on a DVD so you can watch it later, because eventually we're not going to have a whole lot available to us. All right? So I did want to make sure you're aware of that. And maybe we will have BitChute longer. I know I haven't really loaded anything there yet, but because it's such a pain in the behind to get things loaded there. But I will try to start loading some more videos on BitChute. Also, I'm going to try to get back to our app. Don't know how long that's going to last. And possibly there is another platform that's coming as well that I can get involved in. So I don't know how long we're going to have, friends, but Satan is on his move. He knows he has very little time, and he's going to do what he can to take out as many as he can along the way. And don't be blind to that. This whole coronavirus thing is nothing but a psyop, and it is it is codenamed for the Kabbalah, the Sephirot tree, which the crowning of it is called corona. That's the Greek term for it, corona, or keter in Hebrew. So this is letting the world know that the serpent is now being crowned. He's given his crown, by the way, and sadly enough, he's being crowned by Christians, Christian ministers that are crowning him. So all this talk with Bill Shapira, Jonathan Cahn, about their great revival in September, no, they're going to be crowning the Antichrist is what they're going to be doing. So anyway, God bless you all. Shalom to you. And in a world where there is Ein Shalom, there is no peace, because we already know what the scripture says. When they say peace and safety, sudden destruction will come. And they're only going to say peace and safety as they get rid of Christians. Think about it. I'm Steve Ben-Nun with Israeli News Live. Good evening, friends.